You know, as a public figure, you put yourself out there, and Garcelle Beauvais is putting herself out there with this book about Bill Cosby, and you're going through the comments and you see like a lot of good comments and you just come off across a negativity one. There's always got to be a negative person. And as a public figure, you know, people just, they watch clips of you, or they watch an hour show of you on YouTube or whatever, and they just think they know everything about your life and everything about you just because they see that one video on YouTube or that one show that you have on television. It's like, you know what, the best medicine, Garcelle, and I'm sure you know this because you've been in the industry for a long time, is just to ignore these people. Just ignore them, because a lot of them, they're just desperate and they want to be you, and they're just so mad that they can't be on camera because they don't have the talent and the charisma and they don't have the personality like you have. And so, you know, I was reading a comment from this person and she goes, so she's just gonna start talking about those powerful black men that she supposedly turned down only to end up marrying and divorcing two bottom shelf brads. I cannot stand this woman, and why don't those white males that she put on a pedestal even give her real career opportunities? All I see of her is when she is fighting on whatever Real Housewives or giving her irrelevant opinion on whatever talk show she is occasionally invited to. You see, there's always that one comment that, you know, just, or several comments, just people, they're just so negative. They have no life. They're probably an alcoholic. They probably just are smokers, and, you know, they have this addiction that they have, and they need help, but they're not getting help. And so, you know, they self-project on you or me as a, you know, commentator and as someone that wants to do this for a living. And so, you know, Garcelle Beauvais spoke briefly about her commentary about Bill Cosby back in 2020 on The Real, but she never really talked about the situation that she was in. You know, she talked about it back in 2020. And so in her book, she talked about how, you know, when she had her part on the Cosby Show, you know, it was kind of like a supporting role. You know, it's a role. It's not a small role, like an extra role, or it's not like a one-liner. It's like you being a nurse, or you being a police officer, or you being a CNA. And so she was in a medical position, working as a medical professional in the role. She talked about how Bill Cosby wanted her to come over to the house to go over lines. And she felt something in her gut, right? She felt something in her gut, and she ran away because she took one sip of her drink. And mind you, like was said in this video, she was underage.
So he offered me a drink, which was Sambuca.
You were actually underage.
I was underage, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right at all. I can't tell you what it was.
And you listened to your gut.
I listened to my gut, and I ran out of there as quickly as I could.
And I know there's probably going to people be out there judging her, saying, well, why she didn't report him? Or, you know, why she waited this long to talk about the story? Or, you know, she could have saved so many lives if she came out about it. Or why didn't she talk about this on a reel back in 2020 when they talked about this over Zoom during the pandemic? And it's like, you cannot judge a situation within the outside lens. You have to be in that situation in order to know how it is and how it feels. It's so easy to judge someone that's been in a situation of where they should have reported it, or why didn't they report it. It's so easy to judge within the outside lens. But once you are in that moment, your body, the hormones, adrenaline in your body is either going to fight or flight. So it's so easy within from the outside to say what that person should have done, because you were not in that moment and your body's in its natural state. When you are in that moment, your body is either going to run or it's going to fight for the situation. So Garcelle, do your thing. Great spirit. You know, sadly that The Real is about to be canceled, and, you know, just the talk show game hasn't really worked in your favor from Hollywood Today Live, and I used to watch you on there and with The Real. But I love her spirit. I love her as a person. She reminds me of, you know, the community of the Haitians that I grew up in Florida, and it's a very traditional, conservative environment. You know, it's a strict culture where it's all about family and everything, and so this is why I feel like she has a good spirit, and I like her, and I wish her well. But we all know she's going to do well in the industry. You know, she has other things in the works with the book and with being on Real Housewives, and she got other stuff coming out. So I'm really happy for her. And don't worry about the haters or the judgmenters and stuff like that. The best thing you can do, and I'm sure you know, is ignore. But anyways, let me know something in the comments below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe and click that bell button, because you are missing out. You are missing out. And, you know, I keep it real out here, and I reply to a lot of comments. I do. I reply to most comments. I try to reply to every comment. I ignore the ones that are people that just leech onto the channel and they have a ways about me, just like how they have a ways about Garcelle, and she ignores them as well. So that's what I've been doing. I've been ignoring, and, you know, that pisses them off even more. Because I'm talking about from experience, from personal life experience with other people, how they get pissed off because you ignore them. But anyways, subscribe, click the bell. Thank you so much for watching. Deuces. Yay! Yay! Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell. Don't forget to share with your friends and your social media pages. Thank you so much. I'm trying to hit that 50K and I can't do it without you. Thank you.